Which came first, the logo or the shield? This sounds a bit like the chicken and the egg question. However, after a little research, the answer seems to be the reverse of what one would expect. Most people are little acquainted with coats of arms or shields, but nearly everyone watching this logo peel introduction would be familiar with every one of these corporate symbols. In this short video, Benedictine Father Brian Boozle, one of the archivists at Saint Vincent Archabbey, takes a closer look at the shield of Saint Vincent.
In preparation for the monastic community's centenary in 1946, the Archabbot at the time, Archabbot Alfred Cook, and the capitulars of Saint Vincent Archabbey decided that Saint Vincent needed to have a universal shield, something that whenever an individual would come to Saint Vincent, they would recognize the shield. Whenever someone traveled and saw the image on a book, per se, inside of a folder, on stationery, on a postcard, on a magazine, that they would automatically associate the shield with Saint Vincent. And some of the earliest drawings, one of which I have here, which was drawn in 1945, show this incorporation of items that are historical and sentimental to the Benedictines at Saint Vincent Archabbey here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. For instance, if we look at this original drawing, we'll notice immediately that the background, a field of diamonds, is taken from the royal standard of the House of Wittelsbach, the Bavarian kings, of whom was born Ludwig I, a royal patron of Saint Vincent Archabbey. The Bavarian standard is close and dear to the hearts of the monks of Saint Vincent. The original founder, Archabbot Boniface Wimmer, and his 18 companions came from the Kingdom of Bavaria to the shores of the United States and eventually to Westmoreland County to be here at St. Vincent to found the first Benedictine monastery in North America. Also because of the patronage of King Ludwig I of Bavaria and the closeness of the Wittelsbach family and the monks of St. Vincent over the past 163 years, it makes sense that the background in heraldry, which is called the field, is done in blue and white diamonds or blue and silver diamonds, which are taken from the flag of the Wittelsbach family. That reminds us of where we came from. The monks of St. Vincent having been founded from St. Michael Abbey in Metten, Bavaria. When the community decided on the background, they wanted to reflect that Bavarian heritage. But they also wanted to remind the community, both the monks and the local area, and those who would see this shield, that they transcend beyond that Bavarian foundation, that they are founded from Bavaria, founded from that kingdom, and hold that dear to their hearts. Yet now they live in a new world, in a new area, and they want to make known that new world. If we look at the family coat of arms of William Penn, who was granted the charter of this massive piece of land, which later is called Pennsylvania, we would notice that there is a large rectangle that splits the coat of arms of the Penn family's crest. And in this bar or rectangle, which is just a straight across bar, there are three what are called roundels. The abbot and the monks of St. Vincent borrowed the bar off of the Penn crest and formed it into the shape of a chevron, which some say is because of St. Vincent. Some say it was done as a design. Others say that it makes its V for the V in Vincent. And on top of the roundels of the Penn family, So this is added in order that we remember that this new foundation happened in Pennsylvania, in the New World. And inside each roundel, the monks chose to add a Benedictine cross. These crosses will stand to signify the 3 vows that the Benedictine monk makes at his profession. A vow of obedience, a vow of conversion of life, and a vow of stability. And it is these 3 vows taken together that form the centrality of the monk's life here at Saint Vincent and in Benedictine monasteries throughout the world. Saint Vincent is historically founded from an abbey in Bavaria with a rich heritage going back to the time of Charlemagne. Historically, Saint Vincent has been supported by the kings of Bavaria. Saint Vincent is founded, though, in the New World in Pennsylvania, and has had many new opportunities to spread Benedictine monasticism, not only within the 50 states, but also Canada, Mexico, and parts of Latin America. Saint Vincent monks have a centrality of life around their 3 vows. As missionary monks, they engage in many types of apostolic work in which these vows are made manifest. So we see history, we see present, we see mission, all within the logo, the original logo of Saint Vincent. The monastic chapter approved this logo in 1946, and from then on it has been used in many and varied ways by many of the apostolates of Saint Vincent Archabbey. The main shield is always to remain the same, and I will show you what they finally voted upon. This would become the shield of Saint Vincent Archabbey. And the monks decided at that time that the center part, without the crozier, would be used in all of the apostolic works of the monks of Saint Vincent Archabbey. An early shield adopted by the college is this the shield of Saint Vincent, the 1946 shield, with the wreath around it and the name Saint Vincent. This shield is used in the 1950s to represent Saint Vincent College. It's simplified, but it follows that directive of the monastic chapter that the center piece of all the symbols of the apostolates, or all the logos of the apostolates of Saint Vincent Archabbey, contain that shield. This is an opportunity also for all of us to remember that the main institution at an abbey is the abbey, and all of the apostolic works are part of that abbey. As I like to remind our students, they're educated at Saint Vincent Archabbey, which has a college.
Now that you have studied the shield of Saint Vincent, you are much more likely to notice it in places where you may not have seen it before. It is all over the Archabbey. As you enter the basilica, it is even etched in the glass entryway. The crucifix, rather, dominates the interior of the building, above that other principal symbol of Christ, the altar. On the walls of the basilica, you can see the Stations of the Cross. These provide a visual remembrance of the last hours of the life of Christ. Over the Archabbot's official seat, we catch a glimpse of his shield, the main part of his coat of arms. On the left side is located the shield of Saint Vincent, because his identity is now a corporate identity. To the right of his seat is the shield of the monastery founded by Saint Benedict, Monte Cassino. To the left of his seat is the shield of our mother house, St. Michael Abbey in Metten, Germany. Shields and logos abound in our visual landscape. They can be used to advertise a product or to articulate the origin and purpose of a productive community of monks.